Welcome back to Fox Explainer. Today, I'll explain Be With You second part. Spoilers ahead. If you would like to help feed my cat, subscribe to my channel. Watch out and take care. Woo Jin is devastated the next day to discover that the wind has blown all of the wood away from the tunnel. In the meantime, Suah visits Honggu and requests a favor that will take a long time. She returns home with a cake a few hours later, and the entire family gathers to celebrate Jai's birthday. Ho's Suah later says she hopes Jai-ho grows up to be as handsome as his father while watching the rain with her husband before kissing and hugging Woo Jin and crying. The concert day arrives, but Woo Jin is stuck at work once more this time. Choi is injured by a falling lamp, and Woo Jin jumps into the water to save him, thinking it was his fault because he fixed it in a hurry the last time. Jai-ho refuses to sink because his parents aren't present, and when it's his turn to share his dream like the other kids, he remains silent. Suah finally enters the theater at that point, having given up on waiting for Woo Jin. When Jai-ho sees her, he finally starts talking, mentioning that he's a good runner as well as all of the housekeeping lessons his mother has taught him, and concluding his dream by saying he'll be a good caretaker for his father. The sun comes out after the concert, and Suah realizes she must hurry before the last raindrop vanishes. She begins her journey to the station as Jai-ho notices the sun at school and Woo Jin notices it when he awakens in an ambulance. So they both head to the station. Jai-ho arrives first and hugs Suah, pleading with her not to abandon him and apologizing for being the cause of her death, which her relatives attributed to the pregnancy. In the meantime, Woo Jin is having difficulty getting to the station. He first loses his bicycle when a truck pushes him off the road, forcing him to run instead. But he soon becomes ill and collapses to the ground, recalling their entire conversation from the evening they watched the rain together. He apologized for not making her happy, but Suah insisted that he did, and that she wanted him to live for Jai's sake. Ho's Woo Jin stands up and resumes his run, arriving at the station just in time to see Suah disappear into the tunnel with a cover over in her hand. Jai's assistance Ho's around the house makes life easier for them, and the reduced stress allows Woo Jin to ride his bike faster and work as a swimming instructor at the pool. After taking his medicine one evening, he discovers a key and an oath from Suah telling him to go to the shack and read her diary at the bottom of his bag. He learns about her this way, a different version of the story from her point of view. Before they met at school, Suah had seen Woo Jin on the street and had developed a crush on him. She was too frightened to speak to him, especially after she embarrassed herself when he witnessed her drown. This anxiety was what made her cold to him when he asked for the pen, and it was what drove her to avoid the dance in class, even if she danced badly on purpose to be paired up with him. It was also a strategy to get Woo Jin to talk to Honggu by having her sign her yearbook first. She kept the pen as a gift of him and attempted to call him several times during college, but she was never brave enough. Finally, Woo Jin called her first, and during their first date, her anxiety rose when she assumed he was only interested in the N, but thankfully, Woo Jin took the initiative once more. Then there was the breakup, but she couldn't forget him. She got into the car of a friendly classmate that day at university, but quickly exited when she saw Woo Jin waiting for her. She followed him, picking up the clover charm along the way, but she was hit by a van as she crossed the street. She then passed out, and when she awoke, she was in the tunnel, having traveled 8 years into the future. She didn't remember their life together, but she was able to fall in love with him all over again and enjoy every minute of it. When she returned to the tunnel, she was transported back in time and awoke in the hospital after a 6-week coma. She was terrified of the future she saw, not wanting to die so young, but she knew she wouldn't be as happy if she chose a different path. That's why she summoned him to the station the next day, telling him they were meant to be. 10 years later, Woo Jin puts the diary in a box to gift Jai-ho on his birthday. Honggu is there as well with a cake and a card Suah left him, which is the favor she had asked for all those years ago. She left a card for every birthday until the 20th, which is today. Jai-ho is going out on a date, but he promises Woo Jin he won't be back late so he can make dinner for his dad. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more and hit the like button to help me out, and also leave a comment if you want me to explain your favorite film. Until next time, take care.